Hi mommies, this is Tanya, Noor's mom. So today we are going to be speaking about one of the most common baby problems, that is baby gas. So baby gas is very common, and right from the first week of the baby till around 4 or 6 months, babies do have a lot of problems with passing gas. So let's talk about all the causes of gas. So the number one cause is swallowing air. So whenever babies swallow air, it causes those gas bubbles to get trapped in their intestines, which causes gas. So how do babies swallow air? So there are actually four ways. One, if your baby is crying excessively, he can swallow all that air. Second, if your baby is breastfeeding, then if the baby has a poor latch, so that can cause your baby to swallow air. Third, if you're bottle feeding, if the bottle's angle is not right, that is, if the bottle's nipple has an empty space and it is not full with milk, it can cause your baby to swallow air. And for bottle feeding babies, if you allow your baby to suck on an empty bottle, even that can cause them to swallow air. And the last way babies can swallow air is if you give your babies a pacifier all the times. That can cause them to swallow air. So all these four things can cause gas. The next reason is the baby's immature digestive system. So we all know that in the first 6 months of a baby's life, the baby is completely on either breast milk or formula milk. And both these kinds of milk have lactose in it. And lactose is known to be heavier on the digestive system. So babies, what happens is that digestive system is not fully developed. So when they're having milk, that milk quickly flows into the intestine without letting it have the time to break down the lactose, and that is what actually causes gas. When we say immature digestive system, this is what happens. The baby system is not able to break down the milk completely. Now the third reason that can cause gas in your baby is that in case you're overfeeding or underfeeding your baby. So just like with us, if we eat a lot of food, we do get a lot of acidity and gas. So same thing, if you overfeed your baby is loaded with lactose which is not able to break down, and that can cause gas. Or if you're underfeeding your baby, so like with us also, right, if we don't eat for a long gap, we do get uneasy and we have acidity and gas. So the same things happen with babies also. So ensure you're feeding your baby in regular intervals, that is every 2 to 3 hours. Now the next reason of possible cause of gas is that in case you're a breastfeeding mother, your diet can have an impact on your breast milk, which can further impact the gassiness of the baby. If the mother is eating a lot of spicy food or cruciferous vegetables which are known to cause gas, that can transfer that gas to the baby. Next, if you're formula feeding your baby, formula is known to be a little heavier than breast milk and is harder to digest. So again, it can cause gas. Then if your baby is 6 months plus and you have started solids, that can also cause gas because the baby's system was used to milk for the first 6 months, and now you've introduced something new, solids. And the last cause is a milk allergy. So this is not very common, it is actually rare, but some kids do have an allergy to lactose, and so every time they have that milk, they have a problem in digesting it, which can also have different kinds of reactions. So in order to confirm that your baby has a milk allergy or not, it is best to check with your baby's pediatrician, who might then suggest some lactose-free alternatives. So all these are the possible causes of gas. Now, what are some of the common signs that your baby has gas and is having trouble? So number one is that your baby suddenly starts crying or becomes fussy for no apparent reason. He's well fed, he's well slept, so suddenly. Next, your baby is not sleeping well, your baby doesn't want to eat. Then if your baby is crying, his face becomes red when crying. Or if your baby is crying, he's clenching his fists, or he's pulling his legs to his chest, or he's arching his back like this. And the last sign is that your baby can have like a hard tummy, a bloated tummy. It's very hard to touch, it's not very soft. So that can, show that there is some gas trapped in the baby's intestine. So all these are some of the common signs that your baby is having gas. But please note that in case your baby is having all of these signs and symptoms, say a few times in a day, and the moment your baby passes gas, either in the form of a burp or in the form of a fart, he becomes okay in a few minutes, then this is actually normal gas and it is absolutely normal. But in case you see that these signs and symptoms, they don't get resolved on their own every time the baby passes gas, then there can be a possibility that it is something else, and it can be that it is colic. So colic is very different to gas, and I'm going to be making a separate video on colic, which you can check out later. Let us discuss some of the remedies that we can use to treat our baby's gas. First remedy to treat a baby's gas at home is that you must burp your baby every time after a feed. And if your baby is just very small, say from 0 to 3 months, you should even try feeding your baby midway in a feed. So burping a baby helps in actually releasing or getting the bubbles of air outside before they reach the intestine and start causing discomfort to the baby. I will be posting a separate video on details of how to burp a baby. Okay, so the next thing is to control the air the baby is swallowing. The first thing that you need to do is that always feed your baby in a somewhat upright position. So when I say upright, it means your baby's head should be slightly above the baby's tummy, so that the milk can go to the bottom of the stomach while the air is on the top of the stomach, so that it is easier for it to come out. So if you're breastfeeding, you can use a feeding pillow or just a normal pillow for some support, so that your baby's head is above the tummy. To ensure your baby has a proper latch if you're breastfeeding. Then if you're bottle feeding, then you need to ensure that number one, your baby does not suck on an empty bottle. The baby's bottle nipple while having milk is always full. It should never be that there is half milk and half empty, because that is actually air that is going in. Next, don't shake your bottle too much, either after making formula or using pumped milk, because that actually generates air bubbles which the baby can digest. Next remedy that worked wonders for me is the simple hing paste or hing roll-on. So I use the Mother Sparsh hing roll-on, but you can also make a hing paste at home. It is very simple. You just take a little hing, hot water, mix it, and just like the roll-on, you can apply it around your baby's navel. So we used to do it around 3 to 4 times a day. So the next remedy is like my remedy. It is a secret tip that has worked absolutely magically for me, and I have shared it with a lot of mommies, all of you also, and it has worked for you too. I have so many testimonials on it. So it is basically the water that you use to make the formula. So just take 1 liter of water and take around 3 to 4 or maximum 5 seeds of moti elaichi or black elaichi, just the seeds, not the outer shell, and take around 10 to 12 seeds of saunf, fennel. So take both of these things in 1 liter of water and boil them for good 10 to 15 minutes. Use that water to make formula and try it for your baby. And I will not promise anything because every baby is different, but it works for 90% of the babies, and it has worked for Noor. I have been giving it to Noor since she was 0 months old, whenever we gave formula, and even today as we talk, I give her formula only in this water. Next remedy is tummy time. So tummy time is very, very essential, and you should be giving as much tummy time as you can give to your baby right from birth. So tummy time not only helps in helping a baby reach developmental milestones, but it also helps in releasing all the pressure that a baby builds in his stomach due to gas. The next home remedy is proper massage and exercises for your baby. So there are certain massage techniques and exercises that you can do for your baby whenever your baby has gas. So I'm going to be making a separate video on that. Now, in case you're using pacifier, so try to restrict pacifier usage to only nap time or bedtime, so that when your baby is young, he doesn't spend a lot of time sucking air. The next remedy is that in case you're breastfeeding, it is a good idea to look at your diet and avoid any gassy foods that you are eating. So avoid any cruciferous vegetables that are known to produce gas, like cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage, arbi, colocasia, or Brussels sprouts, beans. So all of them are known to cause gas. Then avoid very high spicy foods, avoid garam masalas. Then avoid legumes like those rajma, chola, lobia, because they are all gas producing. And also avoid vegetables which have seeds in them, like bhindi, bengan, shimla mirch, capsicum. So all of them are known to cause gas. Along with this, I think all breastfeeding moms should be having a jeera soft ajwain water every day in their diet. So once again, take 2 liters of water, take a handful of saunf, handful of jeera, handful of ajwain, and boil it for good 10 to 15 minutes. For 6 months of your life, have this water. It will not only help in treating your gas, it will also help in treating your baby's gas, and it will also help you boost your breast milk supply naturally. Next, if you're formula feeding your baby, then try and use the water that I talked about. Second, try and change the brand of formula. Some formula brands are known to be gassy because they're heavier, while some are known to be lighter. So try and use anti-golic bottles. So there are bottles in the market today that avoid that gas or the air bubbles to go inside the baby. They have a particular bend. So I am using the Dr. Brown's anti-colic bottles. Third, you've got to check what nipple size you are using. It should be an appropriate size, because sometimes what happens is if you're using say bigger nipple teat, so more milk is flowing inside the baby, which the baby is not able to take. So the baby's system is not able to take. So check that you're using an age appropriate nipple size. Next remedy is that in case you see your baby is having some gas troubles, try and give him a warm bath. Even that can ease out all the gas. Then there is one OTC medication also that you can use, which is called Colicate drops. So this is nothing but it has simethicone, and simethicone helps in breaking gas bubbles. So whenever you think your baby is having gas and the other things are not working, you can use this. Dosage is given behind this only, but it is also a good idea to check with your doctor whenever you're using this, and because this actually releases gas in a few minutes. So we've just used it once or twice till now, because all the other remedies work for us. And the last thing that you can do is that in case if you have started solids for your babies and your baby is suffering from gas, number one, avoid those gassy vegetables like I just discussed about. Then introduce one fruit or one vegetable or one cereal at a time. Don't start mixing or making combinations so soon, and give your baby some time. And try to give your baby some curd, because curd helps in that digestion. And also keep a check on what foods are known to cause that gas in your baby, and then avoid them or introduce them a little later, so when your baby's digestive system is more mature. Keep writing, take care, have a nice day. Bye bye.